prior to that time was the period that led up to termination. There had been an assimilated tribal government, and during the termination era, the United States wanted to make the statement, all right, our policies have been to assimilate Indians into American society. Now, when we look at them, there are no differences between Indians and non-Indians, so we have been successful. It was during the early 1950s when the termination really, the idea was that, okay, now it's been successful, now we can just do away with the reservations. And the idea was, all right, then we figure out how much resources they have, we divide that money up, and we just pay each individual tribal member a certain amount of dollars, and there's no more tribe, they're just American citizens. Well, the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes, the traditionalists who were predominantly Kootenays, didn't want, said, you can't sell who you are, and recognized the danger of that. No, we don't fit in, we need to have our own separate nation. So that was the battle that took place on the reservation itself, was among the progressives and the traditionalists who, the progressives. In fact, there were petitions that were being passed around. Some of the tribal council members went around, they wanted to get enough signatures on a petition to terminate. And I remember as late as the 1970s, there was one council member who was persistent and was still trying to terminate, even though the policy of termination had failed and the United States government had realized it and didn't want to terminate tribes anymore. He was still persistent in wanting to terminate. And the offer at that time, I remember him coming around with a petition that said we would each get $45,000 to terminate all of our rights, and to him that seemed like, that was it. I mean, you could live forever, on that.